NFL football. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, everyone, I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Bates, and incomplete to open things up.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught here by Griffin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, first carry now. This is Hill. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Baker. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, it's Baker. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5. This play to move the sticks. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Bates. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. Now the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Baker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Bates. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Bates. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bates underneath here to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a yard. Burrow. Catch is made by Hurd. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The Bengals at 11-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down. Here's Burrow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Operating from the gun. Bates. Shart's got it left side. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Baker, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Baker. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
68 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Here we go.
Quick throw complete to Hurd. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And now out come the Giants. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a throw here, hauled in. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Bates. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Bates.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down now, it's Baker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On third down, Baker. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home team who are out in front. Jahan Dotson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they trail the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. And that one's gone to halftime. Devontae Adams, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And we've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Griffin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Now a handoff up the middle. Baker, and he gets it down to the 32. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Baker, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Bates. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Play action. It's Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Bates. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Back to throw. Bates. It's Hill, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Bates.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, Bates. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Bates. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Bates. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. DJ Chark. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Baker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. On second down now, it's Baker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing to start the drive. Bates. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Baker. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, it's Baker. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, Baker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Bates. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Bates. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And
I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go. That'll do